Panlos, Lunatic Hospital, Part 30, Bag 7 ends. Hello everybody and welcome to Square Ghost and Part 30. Yes, we've just finishing off. This is the last part of Bag 7. And what have we done here? We've put a piece here and a piece here which we built up. And we're now about to put two of these across the bottom, and then we'll go back to the plate, but at least you can see where we are. So as you can see, we've turned over like I've said, and we've done a piece here where we've just built up a little section. You can see that's the little 2x2 with the recesses in, holes on top ready. Nice little thing here that we'll have something stood on undoubtedly, and it's looking pretty good as we go down. So we're going to turn around now, and I think we're going to do this fixture exactly the same the other side. So I hope you can see we've just made up a chimney for our roof, and everything was going fine until, as I turn it round, you can see the little L shapes. It's the shorter side and then a longer side with the two studs that you can put grills to. Yeah, I was one missing, so I only had 3, not 4. Haven't got one in spares, unfortunately, so I've used a 1x2 tile just to pad up the chimney, and then everything else at least is uniformed and fits on top. Now the only good thing about this is it's going there, so when it's up you're not going to see that tile at the back. You're not going to be looking at that way even though we're there. But this is about the 3rd or maybe 4th part. Not really good. I mean, 1 part's bad enough, but we've had 4 now. If you've got spares, that's fair enough. But yeah, I'd heard things like this also about the Avengers Tower, their mock, the Panlos mock, and that was supposed to be full of missing parts as well. So I have got that on the backlog to build later, so that does fill me with trepidation. Anyway, let's get it on. We're on our way. So I just started to build up a little tower, and again I just thought it would be worth mentioning. You can see the 1x6 that's right in the middle. It is so tight to get those on to the 1x8. Clutch power is really powerful. Now don't get me wrong, when it's on, but you really have to push to get it on, which reminds me of those longer 1x14s, 1x16s, whatever they were. But I just thought I'd mention it. Really tough clutch power. So another quick, as you can see, we have made up our platform for our little tower, and we're about now to start to build up. I just thought I would show you before we start to build. So there you have the tower, nice looking thing. Let's get the stuff on and let's get it built. So we've built this little piece up for the tower, and it fits in the back here, so you're not really going to see it because the door I think will be to the front unless I'm wrong. But what I don't like is, look at that. Can you see that? Sorry from the camera. It's not fixed in place as such. Whether this will tighten up later, I don't know. It's absolutely fixed right. Anybody who's looking at the handcuffs and stuff that's on, I've got them in exactly the right positions. I've double checked, in fact I've treble checked the instructions just to make sure that I haven't made a mistake, which I haven't. But yeah, I mean, okay, maybe once it's seated it won't move, but you would think it would be put in better, or I would anyway. Right, let's get it to the tower. And there we have our little tower entrance. I hope you can see there we have 2 printed tiles. Yeah, they're actually printed. One for the door so as you can get in and out, and then one at the top. No idea whether that's air conditioning or what. Well, it's printed, it's not a sticker. We have our little camera always observing who comes in and who comes out. Finished off our little roof. Now, something that has surprised me. This is the back. The actual back, not the front. We have our windows. You can see the roof there. Here's our thing that still moves. That you can see, and it's going to sit, sorry for fast cam, on this piece here. So we'll get that on, and that will be the end of this part 31, bag 7 complete. So there you have it. That is part 30, and I'm going to get it right this time. I actually just said 31. No, it's part 30, but it is the end of bag 7, and our roof is coming along nicely. We've only got bag 8 left. You can see all the work that we have done. We've built this little tower. We've put our sides on, as you've seen there and there, and our chimney, which is looking pretty good. I will slightly turn it round just so as you can get the perspective of the tower, little tower. Is it big enough for a tower? I think it is big enough for a tower. And then you can see it in space now with our printed tiles, our camera onto the plate, fitted nicely with the door next to it. There's our chimney with the one bit missing. But it looks quite good. I think, you know, you're not going to see the back, like I say, which is a shame, really. I think it is a shame, but it is what it is. We'll see what it is. You've seen this nice build process of what's gone up. You've seen our tower go on, and there's not a lot more to say except let's get on to the last bag and the last 2 parts. So if you've enjoyed this little video, then please click on that like button for me, give us that thumbs up. Don't be afraid to drop a few comments in the box. What do you think about missing parts? I've had this set for a long time, so it's not really that I could go back to the seller and say I've got missing parts. Like I say, it's been a few years. But there's been, in total in the set now, maybe 3 or 4 missing parts, which isn't good. If you've got spares, you're laughing. If you're not, you could be struggling. And I'm lucky that it's just out of sight, really. And if you want to follow us tomorrow on to the start of bag 8, which will be part 31 tomorrow, then all you have to do is click on that subscribe button. I do hope all you guys had a lovely time over Christmas. We've had a good time here, and you know, let's hope that with the new year coming not too far away, it's going to be another brilliant new year. And with that, thanks anybody for watching this little video and any of my other videos. Always appreciate that, and I hope that we'll see you all tomorrow for the last 2 parts of Panlos' Lunatic Hospital, which is Arkham Asylum. And with that, you know the score, you know the drill. My name's Kev, I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side.